Chosen one. The shadows around your home are not random. There is a presence that slithers in silence, whispering through arguments, planting suspicion, fueling hidden jealousies. You feel it, don't you? That heaviness that doesn't belong to love, that strange energy that makes your chest tighten when certain words are spoken. God said the devil is hiding in your family. He does not come with horns and fire. He comes cloaked in familiarity, in the face of someone close, in the comfort of trust. The devil loves to sit at the table of your household because it's where hearts are most vulnerable, where faith can be broken from the inside out. And here is where you must rise. This is no ordinary warning. You have been chosen to see what others ignore. You have been chosen to feel the sting behind the smiles, to notice the venom in the tone, to recognize that this is not merely human weakness. It is infiltration. The devil seeks to weaken the chosen through those they love most. He whispers through their words. He twists their intentions. He uses them as shields so you won't recognize the attack. But tonight, the veil is torn, and you are commanded to see the truth for what it is. God is not telling you to hate, but to discern, not to destroy, but to remove the devil's influence before it destroys you. You're not here by accident. You've been guided to this moment. Write 99 in the comments. It's time to release your wish to the universe. Speak your warmest desire and declare it boldly, because your words carry fire when written in unity. If your spirit woke up while listening, don't scroll away. Like this video. Subscribe now. You belong here. This is more than a message. It is a call to protect your house, to cleanse your bloodline, to stand in the authority given to you. The devil hides where he thinks you are weakest, but God is revealing that weakness is where his strength will pour out. Look around you. That sibling, that parent, that partner, that relative. Notice where the conflict repeats. Notice where the atmosphere turns cold. Notice where your joy dies when they enter. This is not coincidence. This is the battlefield. The devil believes he can hide in the ordinary, but you were born to see the extraordinary. You were chosen to pierce the disguise, to call it by name, and to cast it out. The air shifts when truth is spoken, and right now the air around you is moving. You've felt it before, those sudden moments when peace disappears, when words cut deeper than they should, when tension poisons a room without explanation. That is not just human failure. That is a spirit working in secret. Chosen one, the devil is cunning, and he always targets the family of the chosen. Why? Because if he can fracture the place where you are supposed to find rest, he can weaken your voice before it reaches the world. He knows that your calling is too great to destroy from the outside, so he tries to break you from within. But you are not defenseless. You have been anointed to recognize the disguise. Think about it. How many times have you said to yourself, something is not right here? How many times have you walked away from a family interaction feeling drained, not knowing why? That is your spiritual radar, your inner light exposing the shadows. And now God is saying, do not ignore it. Do not brush it off. The devil is hiding in your family, but he cannot remain once you take authority. You are the one chosen to break the cycle, to call out the lie, to cleanse the atmosphere. The moment you rise, everything begins to shift. You may face resistance, because the devil does not leave quietly. He may stir arguments. He may twist words against you. He may even make others accuse you of being the problem. But understand this: that reaction is proof that he has been exposed. That rage, that sudden heat, that is his mask slipping. And when his mask falls, you see him for what he is, powerless against the truth. Chosen one, do not underestimate how powerful your presence is. When you speak, energy shifts. When you pray, the atmosphere trembles. When you declare light, darkness has no choice but to retreat. The devil thought he could hide in your family without you noticing, but he underestimated your awakening. You are not blind. You are not weak. You are not alone. You carry the fire of recognition, and that fire cannot be smothered. Imagine a storm rolling in, not outside but inside your own walls. The thunder is not in the sky. It's in conversations. The lightning is not in the clouds. It flashes and glances in tones, in words left hanging heavy in the air. Chosen one, you've been living in this storm without realizing its true source. God said the devil is hiding in your family, and this storm is his cover. He thrives in confusion. He thrives in anger. He thrives in silence where truth should be spoken. He does not want harmony. He wants constant tension. Because where there is tension, there is distraction. And if you are distracted, you cannot rise into the destiny prepared for you. But today, the disguise is shattered. Today, you are standing in the center of that storm, and you realize it was never about them. It was always about you. You are the target, because you are the carrier of light. That uncle, that parent, that cousin, that sibling, the devil does not truly want them. He wants you. They are being used as vessels, as channels, as masks. And once you see it, you can no longer unsee it. The devil's greatest power is deception, and the moment you recognize his disguise, his power begins to crumble. Now comes the choice. Will you remain silent, pretending you don't see it, or will you confront the shadow directly? Remember, confrontation does not mean violence. It does not mean hate. It means truth. It means speaking with clarity, refusing to play the games, refusing to entertain the manipulations. It means protecting your peace at all costs. Chosen one, you have been too forgiving of what is actually demonic. You have called it personality. You have called it just who they are, when in reality, it was an attack designed to drain you. The time of tolerance has ended. Now is the time of removal. And here is what happens when you rise. The atmosphere clears. Suddenly, rooms feel lighter. Suddenly, conversations lose their poison. Suddenly, you feel like yourself again. That is the proof that the devil is no longer hiding. When you confront, when you call it out, when you no longer play along, his cover is broken. You reclaim the space that belongs to you. And when you reclaim it, your family either shifts toward healing, or the devil flees, searching for another place to hide. Either way, you win. The silence before dawn is deceptive. It feels calm, but beneath it, the world is waiting to shift. Chosen one, that is exactly where you stand now. on the edge of a shift in your family's spiritual atmosphere. The devil has hidden too long, using laughter to cover malice, using tradition to mask control, using closeness to justify pain. But the dawn is breaking, and when light pours in, no shadow can remain. God said the devil is hiding in your family, but he also said, you are the one appointed to uncover him. Think about your journey. Every hardship, every betrayal, every argument that left you in tears. It wasn't meant to destroy you. It was meant to prepare you for this moment. The devil thought that by attacking through family, he could silence you forever. Instead, those attacks carved strength into your soul. They sharpened your discernment. They gave you eyes that see through falsehood and ears that recognize the wrong frequency in a voice. You are not weak because of what happened. You are unshakable because of it. And here is the truth the devil doesn't want you to know. Once you confront him, his power collapses. He has no authority except the authority you allow. Every time you accepted the lie, he grew stronger. Every time you tolerated manipulation, he built another layer of his disguise. But today, you tear it down. Today, you stop giving permission. Today, you rise with the authority of one chosen, and you declare, no more. Those words echo in the spirit, and the devil trembles when he hears them. Chosen one, you are not only protecting yourself, you are protecting generations. When you remove him, the chain is broken. Your children will not inherit the same battles. Your household will not live under the same weight. You are breaking patterns that have lived in silence for years, maybe even decades. You are bringing freedom, not just for you, but for your bloodline. The devil thought he could camp in your family forever, but God has raised you as the alarm that ends his reign. The air is heavy, almost trembling, as if creation itself is waiting for your next move. Chosen one, this is not just another day. It is the confrontation that has been written in the spirit long before you were born. God said the devil is hiding in your family, and now you know the truth. You feel it in your bones. You see it in the patterns. You hear it in the words that cut deeper than they should. This is the moment where you stop being the silent observer and step into your authority as the chosen. Do not expect applause. Do not expect everyone to understand. The devil hides in family because he knows loyalty will make you hesitate, love will make you doubt, and fear of rejection will make you stay quiet. But chosen ones are never called to blend in. They are called to stand out. You will be misunderstood. You will be resisted. You may even be accused of being the problem. But inside, you know the truth. The problem was never you. The problem was the spirit using those closest to you as camouflage. And now that camouflage is gone. When you rise, light pierces through. At first, it may feel like everything erupts. Arguments flare, secrets surface, hidden resentments come alive. Do not be afraid of that eruption. It is not chaos, it is cleansing. Darkness always screams the loudest before it leaves. That shaking, that noise, that sudden conflict, that is the devil being forced out of hiding. He knows his time is short, and he is desperate. But you must not waver. Keep standing. Keep declaring. Keep removing him until silence is pure again. Chosen one, you are stronger than you realize. Every wound you've carried has been shaping you for this fight. Every tear you've shed has watered the ground for your breakthrough. Every moment of confusion has sharpened your clarity. You are not a victim of this battle. You are the victor rising from it. The devil thought he could turn your family into your downfall, but instead, your family is becoming your testimony. And when the testimony is complete, the whole world will see that nothing hidden can stand against the one chosen by God. The night is thick, but listen closely. There's a crack in the darkness. That crack is you, chosen one. The devil cannot remain hidden any longer. His whispers are louder now because he is desperate. His grip feels tighter because he knows it's slipping. God said the devil is hiding in your family. But what the devil never expected was that you would awaken. You were supposed to ignore the signs. You were supposed to stay silent. You were supposed to keep carrying the weight without naming it. But you didn't. You saw it. You named it. And now his time is over. The battle you face now is the proof of your calling. Don't be surprised when tension rises after this awareness. Don't be shocked when certain people begin to distance themselves, or when old patterns suddenly try to intensify. That is not failure. That is confirmation. It means the devil has been exposed, and his only tactic left is chaos. But chaos is weak against clarity. The moment you recognize it, it begins to lose its grip. And your recognition is no accident. You were prepared for this. Every trial in your past was training. Every betrayal was sharpening your discernment. Every sleepless night was a rehearsal for this exact hour. Chosen one, you must understand. The devil hides in your family because he knows the family is the root. If he can poison the root, he can weaken the fruit. But you are the one chosen to protect the tree. You are the guardian of your bloodline. When you remove him, you are not just saving yourself. You are shifting destiny for those who come after you. Generations will live differently because you refuse to let darkness camp in your home. The devil wanted to use your family as a prison, but God is using you to turn it into a sanctuary of light. And soon, you will see the difference. Soon, the air will change. Soon, the rooms that once felt heavy will feel free. Soon, the voices that carried poison will lose their sting. This is not imagination. This is transformation. The devil has been unmasked, and you are the one holding the authority to drive him out. The only question left is, will you fully step into it? The atmosphere shifts when truth takes its rightful place. Chosen one, you can feel it. Something inside of you has awakened that will never return to sleep. God said the devil is hiding in your family, but what he also revealed is that you are no ordinary voice. You are the thunder that shakes the silence. You are the storm that the shadows fear. And the devil, once confident in his disguise, now trembles because you can see him clearly. He thought blood would blind you. He thought love would silence you. He thought loyalty would bind you. But instead, those very things became your fire. You love too deeply to let deception live unchecked. You are too loyal to allow your family to remain chained. You are too faithful to let the devil twist what God meant for unity. And that is why you were chosen, not to suffer endlessly in the dark, but to rise and bring the light. Yes, it hurts. Yes, it is heavy. To see someone you care about influenced by the wrong spirit, to feel betrayal where there should have been safety, that pain cuts deeper than any enemy on the outside could cause. But understand this, the wound is not the end, it is the doorway. The pain is not proof of defeat, it is the evidence that a battle has been engaged, and every battle engaged is one step closer to victory. You are not breaking apart, you are breaking through. Chosen one, listen carefully. The devil has no lasting home where God's chosen stand. He can visit, he can hide, he can whisper, but he cannot dwell where he is recognized and removed. And you, by seeing him, by naming him, by refusing to tolerate his disguise, you are driving him out. This is the hour where your authority is tested. This is the hour where your courage is demanded. This is the hour where your voice must echo louder than the lies. The walls remember every word spoken inside them. They carry echoes of laughter, but also whispers of bitterness, arguments that never ended, secrets that were never confessed. Chosen one, those walls have witnessed the devil hiding in your family, weaving himself into the rhythm of your household, disguising himself as normal conflict, ordinary struggle, human weakness. But you know now, it was never just that. It was a spirit, a parasite, feeding on what was sacred. And tonight, those walls will hear a different sound. Tonight, they will echo with your authority. Picture this moment. The very atmosphere that once felt heavy begins to tremble as you declare freedom. The devil shudders when you speak clarity, because clarity is light, and light reveals everything. He cannot hide anymore behind tradition, behind "that's just how they are," behind excuses that kept you silent. He has been unmasked, and once unmasked, he loses his grip. That is why the resistance is rising. That is why you feel the tension heightening. It is not failure. It is proof that his cover has been blown. Chosen one, you were not chosen to bow down to that atmosphere. You were chosen to shift it. You carry a presence that unsettles darkness, and that is why certain family members seem uneasy around you. It's not truly you they resist. It's the light you carry. The devil despises the fire inside of you because it exposes him every time you walk into the room. Do not shrink back. Do not apologize for being who you are. Do not silence your fire to keep the peace. Your fire is the peace, because your fire is what drives him out. And soon, you will see what the devil feared all along. A family no longer under his shadow, a bloodline no longer tied to his grip, a chosen one who refused to bow to silence. Your stand is more than survival. It is transformation. You are rewriting the story, and the devil cannot stop what has already been set in motion. The day you recognized him was the day his time began to end. The night feels long, but dawn is already rising. Chosen one, you stand in the middle of a battle that has been fought in silence for generations. The devil believed he could remain hidden forever, passing from one face to another, from one moment to the next, like an invisible chain wrapping tighter with time. But chains always break when light shines on them, and you are that light. God said the devil is hiding in your family, and now that you see him, He can no longer pretend. Look at the signs, repeated patterns of conflict that never resolve, cycles of betrayal that always return, words that wound sharper than blades. Those were not accidents. They were evidence. Every wound you endured was pointing to something deeper, something spiritual. And the moment you began to question it, the disguise began to fall. You thought you were just being sensitive, just overthinking, but now you know it was discernment. Your spirit was awake before your mind understood why. That's why you've always felt the weight stronger than others. That's why you've always carried the pain deeper, because you were chosen to confront what no one else could see. And here's the truth. The devil fears your awakening more than anything. He fears your clarity, because clarity removes his camouflage. He fears your courage, because courage pushes him out. He fears your persistence, because persistence leaves him no place to return. That fear is why he tried to silence you through family. He thought if he could make you feel unloved, unsupported, misunderstood, you would retreat into doubt. But instead, every scar became your fuel. Every disappointment became your evidence. Every tear became a declaration that you are still standing, stronger than ever. Chosen one, you are at the threshold now. The devil is cornered, exposed, trembling. The very place he thought would be his throne, your family, is about to become his grave. He cannot stay where he is seen. He cannot thrive where he is resisted. And you, by standing, by speaking, by refusing to yield, you are the force that drives him out. This is not the end of you. This is the end of him. The storm is loudest just before it breaks. Chosen one, listen. This is the sound of the devil's last stand. He has hidden in your family for too long, weaving himself into arguments, disguising himself in traditions, masking himself in emotions. But now he is desperate. Now he is exposed. Now he is trembling. God said, "The devil is hiding in your family, and when God reveals, no darkness can remain." You feel it in the tension around you, the strange silence, the uneasy stares, the words that feel heavier than they should. That is not just human. It is spiritual. That is the devil fighting to keep the ground he no longer owns. But here is the truth. He cannot keep what belongs to the chosen. Your house is not his dwelling place. Your bloodline is not his inheritance. Your destiny is not his to control. The moment you decide, the moment you speak, the moment you declare with all authority, his reign is finished. Do not fear the shaking chosen one. The arguments that rise, the secrets that surface, the sudden pressure, that is the devil unraveling. He is loud because he is leaving. He is violent because he is losing. He is desperate because you have seen through the mask. The storm may roar, but the storm cannot outlast the dawn. And the dawn is already breaking inside you. Remember this. You were never meant to just survive this battle. You were meant to end it. Your courage is not only for you, it is for every soul connected to you. When you remove him, generations will breathe freer. When you confront him, patterns that plagued your family for years will finally collapse. When you stand, you shift the entire atmosphere of your bloodline. That is why you are chosen, and that is why the devil fears you. The silence after a storm is unlike anything else. It's not empty. It's alive, vibrating with the echoes of what has just been defeated. Chosen one, that silence is your victory. God said the devil is hiding in your family, and now he has been unmasked, exposed, and stripped of the power he once thought he had over you. He hid in voices that should have brought comfort. He cloaked himself in love that should have been pure. He sat in the shadows of your household, believing no one would ever see him for what he truly was. But he was wrong. You saw him. You named him. And by naming him, you ended his cover. This is more than personal. This is generational. The removal of the devil from your family means chains are breaking. You may not even know existed. Curses are dissolving. Patterns of destruction are collapsing. What plagued your parents will not plague you. What wounded your siblings will not wound your children. The shadow that haunted your bloodline has been confronted, and its time is finished. You have done more than survive. You have changed the future. But understand this. The devil will try again. He will circle, searching for another door, another weakness. That is why you must remain awake. You cannot go back to sleep. You cannot pretend you didn't see what you saw. You cannot lower your fire just to keep peace with those still under his influence. Peace without truth is not peace. It's surrender. And you, chosen one, were not born to surrender. You were born to stand. You were born to resist. You were born to shine so brightly that every shadow flees at your presence. And now, as you stand in this silence, hear what it means. The devil has no place here anymore. Your home is reclaimed. Your spirit is cleansed. Your destiny is secured. The very ground that once felt heavy now breathes with freedom. The very air that once carried tension now carries light. The very walls that once echoed with conflict now prepare to echo with restoration. This is the moment you will look back on and say, "This was the day everything changed." Chosen one, the devil hid in your family because he feared your calling. But his fear has been fulfilled, because nothing can hide from the eyes of the chosen, and nothing can stand against the fire you carry. You have removed him, and now you rise into the life that was always meant for you. This is your victory. This is your new beginning. This is the sound of freedom.